Well, hello everyone, and thanks to Vicky for the invitation to be part of this panel this morning. I'm really chuffed and it's going to be great. Well, as you know, COVID-19 has forced all of us, without much advanced mental preparation, into a period of self-isolation. During the initial weeks of isolation, as the crisis was unfolding, not only was our way of life becoming more constrained, but many of us felt a loss of control and without knowledge of what was to come or for how long it was going to continue. Many of us were missing our usual social support networks of friends and extended families, and the freedoms that we were so accustomed to were suddenly not permitted. Music has definitely been an activity that people have turned to during this crisis. Many of you will have seen the moving videos on social media of the Spanish and Italians playing and singing from their apartment balconies while confined to their spaces. The sound of music radiates out into the otherwise quiet streets, which were normally filled with the hustle and bustle of life. Their live music uplifts and connects with others who are in close proximity, thereby reducing the sense that physical distancing brings. We have seen people create song parodies to express their frustration, loneliness, and putting this out on social media in the hope that others might identify with these feelings or enable them to take an emotional break from the seriousness of the COVID situation by turning it into a humorous reflection. Famous musicians are supporting those at home that are isolated by taking requests and playing online from their own homes, again bringing people together through music but via a virtual medium. And even Brian May from Queen has started teaching his famous guitar solo from Bohemian Rhapsody to others online from his lounge room, giving him a sense of purpose when isolated, but also allowing him to share his music and talent with others. And many, like myself, are able to play and sing and dance within our own home to express our feelings, try to combat the struggles of disconnection with others, and to find new ways of filling the time normally spent outside the home. Making music can soothe our anxiety and stress, regulate our emotions, help us to feel safe, provide a space to reflect and become more self-aware, and to help us stay connected to our sense of identity. When shared with others online, music can contribute to reducing feelings of isolation and support feelings of connection with others, something that is needed when we are actively asked to practice social distancing and avoid face-to-face interaction. But what can we do as music therapists to enable those who have difficulty to independently initiate and engage in musical experiences that may support them during the COVID crisis? Well, music therapists typically provide face-to-face live musical interactions that are adapted moment by moment to attune to the ever-changing needs of our clients. You can see now how I engage here with a man who is typically aggressive and agitated and difficult to engage. As I attune to his emotional state, he unconsciously experiences this connection with me, enabling me to connect with the person behind the dementia. But what happens when face-to-face contact is no longer possible? Well, around the globe, music therapists have embraced the telehealth model of working with people with disability, with dementia, with mental health, and in many other contexts. In many cases, prior to COVID-19, the focus of their therapy may have been on quite functional outcomes. But now there's been a shift on working on decreasing anxiety, empowering them with skills that can combat isolation, and to support family who may be caring for them to use music to support the day-to-day care. So one such example is our Homeside study, an EU-funded project which has secured €2.4 million funding across 5 countries. Our randomised controlled trial involves music therapists training family caregivers of people living with dementia to use music in strategic and targeted ways to support their care of their loved ones. We show them how to engage their loved one in meaningful musical experiences and how to attune them in the moment, just as I have with the man in the previous video. The program also aims to empower the carer to create a calm home environment during this period of stress and isolation, which protects the carer's well-being as well. So, music is accessible when isolated. During COVID-19, music connects people and offers opportunities for experiencing pleasure when all the other usual pleasures found outside the home are no longer accessible. In the long term, it may minimise the negative impact COVID-19 could potentially have on people's mental health. Thank you.